Hi, and welcome to Comcast Local Edition. I'm Elena Russo. One of the hot topics in Stafford County these days is the proposed SPCA, and here to talk more about it is the Honorable Paul Milde from the Aquia District from the Stafford County Board of Supervisors. Thanks for coming in today.
Thank you for having me.
Let's talk about the SPCA and what the proposal is.
The proposal is to take a 10-acre parcel of land that was used to be a nursing home. Built out of, it's a brick one-story building. It's long. I think it housed 12 to 20 people years ago. It closed down years ago. And take that and begin a shelter, a no-kill shelter, an SPCA, and that would just be the first part of it. Then he would build kennels off of that original building. It's secluded. The need is there. We kill a lot of animals at our animal shelter for lack of resources, not just space, but medical treatment and the outreach programs that need to go along with a successful animal welfare type of program.
It seems to be such a hot topic. It's controversial right now. I mean, is that because it's taking up a property that could be used for something else?
No, we know people always, when you have a land use decision, a change of use, the people that have that moved into the subdivision nearest to this property moved there within the last 5 years. Their neighborhood is only 5 years or 6 years old, and the nursing home has been closed ever since they have lived there. So they kind of got used to the idea of a nice open 10-acre parcel in the woods behind their home. In the woods, you can't see it, but it's there. And so they were a little uneasy about having a new use, and then there were a few political considerations, some people playing politics and trying to stir up fear-mongering really, about pollution or noise pollution and the smell of animals or the sound or the rapid animals, all kinds of crazy, goofy ideas that aren't based in fact, but sometimes people are vulnerable to getting excited about those ideas even if they're not factual, and so that's what we're working on. It has a lot of support outside of that neighborhood and even some in that neighborhood. About half the people in that neighborhood, I think, now are leaning towards supporting the project. And outside of that neighborhood, I have not found a single person opposed to the project. And in a county of 117 or 120,000 people, we have to make decisions sometimes based on the good of the entire population, not just a couple of people who are worried.
Well, it seems like the right thing to do, especially when you have animals being euthanized that I guess don't need to be. That's
correct. It is the right thing to do, and they don't need to be. And we've had in our capital improvements projects program, a new animal shelter that should do something like this, but we've never been able to move any closer than we are now, which is 5 years out from construction. We keep moving it a year at a time, a year out further, because we don't have the money. And so to have an SPCA, a private person come to us and suggest that they'll put their $1 million into this project is something we just can't, we don't want to take for granted.
Let's move into another topic, and that's the Crow's Nest acquisition, and that seems to be moving forward for you.
Yeah, it sure is. That's been a huge success story. Last year we settled on 1,770 acres of the Crow's Nest, a sensitive resource area with lots of endangered species of animals and plants, and the governor came in for the celebration. And then this week, I think within the next week, we should be able to close on another 1,100 acres and make a almost 3,000 acre natural preserve that the state of Virginia will administer.
And how much further before that whole project is completed?
Well, and within the week, by the time this airs, I think we might actually have all of the property in hand. There's another 700 acres we'd like to get, but 3,000 acres is a really good start, and we're already looking for trails and parking areas to be developed there. There's a grant application in from the state to try to get that developed. So hopefully the people will have access to it soon.
Wonderful. Well, you have a lot of work ahead of you, and obviously you've gotten a lot done, so we thank you very much for coming in and letting us know what the update is.
Thank you.
You've just heard from the Honorable Paul Milde from the Aquia District on the Stafford County Board of Supervisors. To learn more on what's going on in your community, check out On Demand and click Get Local. For Comcast Local Edition, I'm Elena Russo.